back to Always Alyssa. How's everybody doing today? I am back with yet another art tutorial, and this one is going to be Christmas themed. I am very excited. If you're looking for something easy to draw, you're kind of bored, you just want to draw something Christmas themed, then you clicked on the right video, because today I'm going to show you how to draw a super simple and cute snow fox. It's going to be a cute little fox sitting on a snow pile with a little scarf on and a candy cane. It's going to be absolutely adorable, and it's not even hard to draw. So I'm going to show you guys how to draw it right now. Let's get started. Okay, so I have my sketchbook here. I'm really excited for this, so let's get started. All you're going to need for the first step is your pencil and an eraser, and you might use a ruler too. So the first step, we're going to start with the head of the fox, and then the chest, and then we're going to do the bottom. Just the three main shapes. It's kind of going to go like biggest to smallest, like a big circle, and then a little smaller, and then a little bit smaller. And yeah, that's what we're going to start with. So I'm going to say about right here would be good. And it's okay if it's totally messy, because we're going to do like one line at the end. So as long as you have your guidelines, it'll look good. So that'll be the head. And then let's do the chest. And this is going to be a very cartoonish fox. So the head is going to be bigger than the chest. And then little bottom right here. So it's almost like big, medium, small. Just a little size difference, not too big of a difference, or else it might look a little strange, but this is good. Now for the ears, just pick a spot about, let's see, just make a little line up here. This will be the forehead, and then the ears are going to go out like this. So just make a line slightly outwards, and then just do another line on the other side and bring it in. And you can make them pointing up or a little bit more to the outside, like whatever ear shape you want to do. It can definitely vary and it'll still look good. Like I'm changing mine just a little bit, make it a bit wider, because the wider ears are always pretty cute. There we go, that's cute. Okay, now for the side of the face, there's a little bit of fluff, so just do kind of outwards, using your circle as a guideline. It's going to go outwards from where the ear connected on the right side or on the left side. And just we're going to make a few little triangles, because again it is very cartoonish, so the few little triangles will be like the fluff that's on the side of the fox's face, because it's going to be a very fluffy and cute fox. And we'll bring it down a little bit. And it doesn't have to go all the way down as far as your circle did. You can come up a little bit and just round it off like that. Okay, and now the tip of the day is whenever you're doing this type of art, my main tip is to make sure that you're not pressing with your pencil too hard. I always used to struggle with that a lot, so just make sure you don't press too hard and you press really lightly, and instead of just doing like, you know, when you're doing one hard line like that, just do, just do a couple strokes until you have the line down. That's what I use to do all of my art projects, because then it's really easy to fix mistakes. Like I didn't color too hard here, so if I wanted to fix it, I could. And that's one of the best tips I can give for this type of art. So now we have the face done, looking very cute. Let's do the little nose. I'm thinking if it should be down or a little higher. I think in the middle. Just a little oval shape. You can color it in if you want. I think that looks pretty cute. A little button nose. Now we're going to make little smile. There we go. Just two little curved lines, and then make a little chin. Cute. Now we're going to make a couple little guidelines for the eyes. So just make a very, very light line across above the nose, and then one directly in the middle. That's going to kind of help us to see where the eyes are going to be placed on the fox's face. And maybe do another one right here and right here. I know it looks a little strange, but don't worry, you're not going to see these lines at the end. I think I'm going to start with the bottom part of the eye. It's going to be pretty curved. And you want to make it almost look like the fox has closed eyes. That might help a little bit. And then we're just going to do another line that's a bit taller. That's what you can think of it like, as a triangle combined with a circle. That's kind of the shape we're going for here. And make sure you round off the edges enough. That looks cute. You can erase some of the guidelines, but you don't have to worry about that until the end. Okay, now we're going to do the cute little scarf that the fox is wearing. So, I think I might have actually drawn these a little too far from their body, so I'm just going to imagine them being a little bit closer. You guys can fix that if you want, but I'm going to start on my scarf. So the scarf is pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Just make a line right under the neck, not all the way touching, just touching the chin really. And then it's almost going to be like a rectangle shape. Round off the edges, but almost make it like sort of a rectangle, almost like a band-aid shape. And make it pretty fluffy if you want to. And then connect. And this scarf isn't going to be super realistic, it's going to be more simplistic, so we're just going to make the little end of the scarf like this, make it curvy. It'll just be poking out of this side right here. I might even make mine a little bit thicker. And then just round it off. And you can put some little tassels if you want to. But we're going to erase those and then color them in with a different color at the end. And if you want to make a little design, you can. And for the neck, to make sure it's not just a head, you can put little lines. Because then it shows that there's a little neck there. Okay, like I said, I know mine isn't perfectly centered with the body shapes right here, so I'm just gonna, you know, kind of imagine those not being there so I can do this next step. But the next step is going to be the chest area and then the legs. So let's start here. Make sure you do this really light because we're probably gonna end up changing it a little bit. In fact, I'm going to erase this one right here. There we go. Then I'll have a little more room to work. So make it very light in case you don't like it and want to fix something. But basically you're going to go out and in on both sides because the fox is sitting and it's facing us or the camera. And you can put a little bit of fluff if you want. Okay, now we're going to do the back legs. So I'm going to erase a little bit of these two. Starting about right here. Just make a line going out. And then point it at the top and make it go back in like this. And then you're going to draw a little paw. You can just make it like kind of a circle shape. In fact, I'm going to make that a little bit bigger. Okay, I made mine a lot bigger because I realized shaping was totally off, but that's okay. I was able to fix it, and I'm sure if you guys make a mistake, you'll be able to fix it too, so don't worry about that. But now we're just going to do the same thing, and just like a little tip, like what we're going to be doing is they're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 paws here. So they're going to be the 2 outside paws, like the back legs, and then the 2 front legs are going to be right in front right here, like it's sitting with its 2 little paws, like all its 4 paws close together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how it's going to be. So let's work on this other leg. Same thing. And I know it's going to look pretty strange until we put in the front legs, but don't worry. Okay, now for the front legs. So first we're going to put just a line down the middle. And once again, it is pretty cartoon, so you don't have to worry about like super specific leg shaping. It's just more meant to be cute. And then let's do first little paw. And you can do the paws a little bit angling, the front paws angling towards the middle a little bit. Just so not all 4 paws are exactly the same. But for now, just make them kind of like circle shapes. Even if they're a bit sloppy, that's alright. Okay, now make them go up. And they're kind of going to go out like this way. There we go. I think I'm going to make its body a little bit thinner, just a bit, and its neck. But you guys can make it super fluffy and big or skinny, like whatever design you guys think looks best is what you guys can do. Just fixing up a few little things. Now before we make the tail, we're just gonna make the little chest line right here. There we go. I might make the legs just a tiny bit thicker, but like I said, you guys can make whatever adjustments you want until you're happy with it and you like the design. Like, you guys don't have to make yours exactly like mine. Yours can be a little bit different, and it's unique. Okay, if you guys want to make the little stockings that they have on your feet, you guys can, just like a little mark, just to show where they are. Because their little paws are going to be black and their front legs right here. Now it's time to draw the cute little tail. I was thinking, since the scarf is on the right, that I should have something on the left just to kind of balance it. So I'm going to draw the cute little tail on the left, and make sure you make it super fluffy because it'll look way more cute that way. Trust me. I've drawn foxes a lot, so now I know. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it kind of just sitting on the ground. And like I said, make it very fluffy. Okay, now all we have left to do for this part is probably the eyes. So let's just draw the little pupils. And if you guys know, foxes have some, even though they're mostly orange, they do have black, and then this is going to be white, the tip of the tail. And they do have some white on their chest. So if you want to mark where that's going to be, you can, or you can just wait until you draw to do it. But I think I'm going to do it now. So they have some white on their face, above their nose, and then like that. Just make a little shape like under the eyes, because all that is going to be white. And then let's make a little marking. I'm thinking it's going to be around right here. Kind of where the chest is right now. Just like right there. And then for the legs, just make a thin little marking like that. Something along the lines of that, and that will be perfect. And you're probably going to erase those. You're just going to, you know, mark it so you know in your mind where the white's going to be. And I'm going to add a little bit of ear fluff to make it cute. And then for the pupils, I think I'm going to have it looking in this direction up here. And just make them kind of like an oval shape in the left corner of your eye. And make sure they're big enough, because the bigger they look, the more cute it's going to look in the end. Because if they're too small, then it might not look right. And you can just lightly shade those in. Okay, so I just did the pupils. The next step is to add a bit of a background. Not too much, just like some snow. It's not going to be super detailed. So just make some lumpy snow where it's going to be sitting. There we go. I'm also going to make a little candy cane right here. I feel like that would be cute. And you can always look up a reference picture of a candy cane if that would help. You know what, guys? I decided just right now I want to do something completely different with the tail. I don't think it looks... I don't know, I just don't think it fits with the picture and the vibe. So I'm going to change it just a little bit. I'm just going to redraw the snow, and luckily I did draw that pretty lightly, so it was easy to erase. And I think I'm just going to make it up instead. I think it'll match better. Let's make it bigger, first of all. There we go, that's a little bit better, I think. There we go, I like that a lot better. The next step is going to be lightly erasing everything. Just find like a big eraser that you have and just kind of, you know, lightly erase the whole thing. But make sure it is still very visible. You're just pretty much going to erase like the hardest lines and make the whole drawing a little bit lighter. Then it'll be much easier to trace. Okay, there we go. That should be good. And now we are going to trace. Okay, I think I'm going to use a Sharpie. So now for this step, basically just trace over everything that you just did.
Let's go outside. We can hang out on the beach without freezing. Yeah, isn't that amazing? In Christmas times, we'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows in the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand.
Now the next step is super easy. Just erase again all the pencil lines thoroughly this time. And then we're going to color it in. So cute. Okay, perfect. Let's color it in. I think I'm going to just start with the ears here because the ears are black on this part. And now we need little paws.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? we're gonna dance. We're gonna dance, 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 come on. Dance. We're gonna dance, dance, have a good time. Dance, dance.
Now we're gonna just put a couple little shadows in here. And here's a really good tip I have for you guys. If you're ever doing, like, drawing something white like this, not even in cartoon, but other styles too, always use blue for a shadow. Blues and gray tones.
We're gonna dance, dance, and have a good time. I think Santa's gonna come and join us in this song.
And for the orange shadow, I'm going to be using red, but kind of a lightish red. I'm just going to put a little shadow on the snow, and it will look a little bit more like snow. Just a couple little, you know, lines like this. Little snow mounds. Now I'm just going to go in with a white gel pen and fix a couple little things. Make the highlights in the eyes a bit better. Okay, now the last couple steps of this art piece are going to be coloring in the eyes if you want, or just coloring in like the colors of the eyes and leaving some white, and then putting some snowflakes in. I think snowflakes will complete the piece and make it look super cute. So let's put in some snowflakes. I'm just going to make them super simple and cute. Look at that, it's already cute. In fact, I'll put a couple little pieces on the tail right here, that'll be so cute. And you definitely have to have some variety when you do this, so a good tip is make some of them really big, some of them really small. And look how cute that looks, it's adorable. Oh. Okay, now for the eyes, I think I'm going to make them green. And whenever you're doing like the area around the eyes, always start small, because you can always add a little bit more. And you don't want to color in all of the white. I'm going to test my colors first. And I'm just going to make a thin little line. Cute. And you guys can make your fox's eyes whatever color you want to. Another color that might look good would probably be blue. I think blue would be a cute color too. Or you could make them gold. I'm just going to touch up a few little things and then it will be done. Well, what do you guys think? I think it turned out pretty cute. In fact, I'm going to add a couple little more snow pieces, but I think this fox turned out absolutely adorable, just perfect for Christmas, especially, you know, if you just want to sit down and draw something but you don't know what, well, this fox is just perfect for that. Well, I hope you guys really liked this video. I think it was a lot of fun, and I think the end product turned out pretty cute. Look at that little fox sitting in a little pile of snow with a little scarf on and all the little snowflakes. I think it turned out absolutely adorable. A perfect piece to draw when it's getting close to Christmas, which, by the way, I'm very excited for. So you guys are going to have to tell me in the comments if you guys were able to follow along and what you think. I'm sure you guys all turned out great. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!